This is a runoff from the yogurt that I make. When you strain it, it leaves this whey water, which you can mix into smoothies and stuff, but you can also use it for making your soil more acidic for the plants that have fruit, like strawberries, tomatoes, kiwis, and so forth and so forth. That's some Tom Cruise cocktail level shit.
Can I have what I ordered? All right! All right! Now what was it that you ordered? A martini! What's in that?
And it's been really sunny these past few days. Some of these pots are bone dry, but I'm going to actually rehome a lot of these seedlings today, and that's going to take up the majority of the video. Every tomato seedling is sacred. Every tomato seedling is great.
You see, we believe, well, let me put it like this.
Right, that's the pumpkins, the lemon tree, and that's the blueberry with the strawberries, and there's the kiwi. In our last video, if you remember, there was 2 strawberries growing here. This one has blossomed into a mighty specimen and is growing these tendrils, which I can only assume is an attempt, like a weed, at growing more strawberries. So in my layman's understanding, these are umbilical cords. In fact, this one's broken. This one's died, so we're gonna have to probably chop that off. But this, if I bury it, I think it will grow another strawberry. And there's another one on this side, but it's sadly broken here. But maybe if I plant this soon enough, some roots will grow. Who knows? But my overall aim is to fill this with strawberries at the bottom, at the base of the blueberry plant. For the kiwi, some of these leaves are obviously not looking very good. In fact, that's just come off very easily. See, these ones are dead. It's actually blossoming in other ways. These have beautifully green leaves. No photo editing at all. These are naturally green. It doesn't seem to be like a level of uniformity to its growth. I would have assumed all the leaves would have grown at the same time, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Whereas some are dying, others are flourishing. Clear some of those away. Luckily, no pests seem really interested in this plant, so this one doesn't need much care really. Right. I like to put the leaves back in the pot as well, just so it provides some cover from the sun and then the soil doesn't dry out as quickly. Such a contrast in leaves, and yet the leaves are growing in the same place as well. I don't understand it. This is one of the strawberries I saved from over there in case it was going to get strangled by its bigger brother. That seems to be doing well, and then I gave it a tomato as company, so that's okay. That one's done. This is a wild plant that I've left. Seems to be doing fine. I also took that out of, I think, there or there. I think it was this one last time, yeah. And like I said, the main part of this video is to transplant these 3, all these little seedlings, into this trough right here. This one I let grow from the last video. It seemed to be doing well, but then it died. So we're gonna reuse that soil to fill out the trough and try and get as many seedlings as we can out of that space available. What I've done to possibly help the new strawberry plants is I've buried them slightly in case there's some roots that are growing. I saw some for this one. So if it works, then I'll have 1, 2, and 3 plus the one over there, that makes 4, and then the 2 over there. They only need a shallow bit of soil anyway, so they should be okay. I'm using some of the soil from the compost pot just to fill it out. Next week, I'll put the whey infused water, or the water infused whey liquid, in here to give the seedlings the more acidic soil. But I also can use banana peels. If you soak banana peels and leave them in a jar of water airtight and below the water line so they don't go moldy for like a week, then you've got loads of minerals like magnesium, potassium that you can also just pour into the water. But I'll do that next week. This looks like the pineapple is growing in the compost. Maybe I will replant that and see what happens. And then we'll get back to it in about 6 months or something. Just like the man from Del Monte, I'm going to take the finest seedlings and put them in at a sort of systematic, robotic level of precision. Try to maximize the space as much as possible so that I can get a massive yield of hopefully cherry tomatoes a couple of months down the line. I'm just being super careful here to separate them so that the roots aren't broken. Sweet. Would you believe me if I said it's raining? Anyway, we're done here. That looks very professional, doesn't it? So we'll get back with these for next month's video. If you look just here, it's nice and sunny, but it's those clouds up there that worry me, and it's coming in this direction. So I've got to end this sharpish